What's up, ladies and gents? We're fishing at a very nice spot along the Vaal River today, and it's going to be a bit more of an educational episode, so stay tuned if you want to learn something. Phew! A little bit of water. A lot of oaks feel that there's a specific way to do this. Technically speaking, the better you get, you decide how hard you want your mealie bomb, and that depends obviously on the amount of water you put in. The only legit general rule is to leave it for about 15 to 20 minutes so that everything can bind nicely. Obviously, as you're chucking stuff out of the bag, you get a nice mix. If you're using the whole bag, you can mix it all inside your bucket, and yeah, that's the go-to, bro. Okay, so a lot of this might be common knowledge to most of you. Some people are new to fishing, getting into it, and we want to help you guys out a little bit today. So basically, when you're fishing the river, you can see I'm using a nice little rietvlei stroppie, and we've got a single hook on there. A lot of structure in river, so you don't want to get stuck once you've got a fish on. So you just take off the top hook. You can see there's still a swivel on there, but we're not going to use the top hook today. Only going to use the bottom hook, size 5 Daiichi. The size 5 Daiichi is a bit of a big hook if it comes to freshwater fishing, especially in the dam. Normally throw a size 3 on my top hook, so that'll basically be it. Alright, so when you're doing your mealie bomb, you want to make sure that it's nice and center. The shape of it doesn't really matter that much. You can see mine's just squished on here. A lot of people have a fancy way of putting it on. They make it nice and smooth, but at the end of the day, all you want is it to be nice and center. When you spin it, it spins nicely, and it's not going to go anywhere. So that's your mealie bomb. This one doesn't have any grain to it. Basically, it's just the normal Springbok baits packet, so we haven't put any extra big crushed mealies in it as of yet. It's still frozen, so we'll add that to the package a bit later. Lekker. Fishing in the river, you can use some nice floaties. I'm going to start the morning off with Springbok baits, garlic, vampire garlic on this, and then we're going to do the hair rig right now. Over here we've got some nice garlic mealies. Going to take 2 of those, 2 garlic mealies. Now you can decide how you want to put this on. Usually on the bottom hook, if you're stringing more than 2, I'd say put them on sideways like that. You want your hook to be nice and proud, and then another one nice and sideways once again. So the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to leave room for our vampire garlic floaty to be right here on the top. Here we go. Nice little vampire white garlic floaty from Springbok Baits. Gonna take that and just put it on to the hook as such. Nice and easy, and there you go, a nice and proud hook. 2 mealies at the back, and the floaty to lift it off the ground. Phew. Okay, lekker. So for our hair rig, you can see that what I've done is I've taken a few tiger nuts and dropped it into this Legend Plus honey mix from Springbok Baits, and we're going to use a honey tiger nut today, as well as some pineapple mealies at the back of it. I love using honey and pineapple together. It's a fantastic mix for these big fish. So yeah, we're going to try and get stuck into a big carp today. Let's get straight into it. Yo! Over here you can see I've already taken out my tiger nut. Just going to snip off the ends of it. There we go. It's a nice little small tiger nut, this one. I'm not going to start off too big. Got your tiger nut, you've snipped off the ends. You can see this thing is oozing honey. Now what we'll do is we'll just drill a small little hole through it. You can push it through, you can drill it through, depending on how hard the tiger nut is. If you want it, you can also actually just go through here, for that matter. Through the outer shell is what we're going to do today. There we go. Through the tiger nut, let's grab some of these pineapple mealies. You can see they've soaked up very nicely, and in this case I'm not even going to use the drill. I'm just going to go over to a little tool. Here we go. Here you got this little tool. So what we'll do now is we've got a little piece of sponge. Gonna just snip off that part there. Remember, whatever you put on first on this tool is going to be at the top of your hair rig. So I'm going to go with the sponge, then I'll go with the tiger nut right through there, And then I'm going to take these two nice little mealies, get them on as such. There we go. You take your herring. You can see this is a custom made one. We do make our own herrings, and it's going to slide up until there. We've got a little stopper, and that's just going to help the hook set into the fish's mouth a bit harder and quicker. Move your little stopper down, push this through. There we go. Now you need one of these beautiful things. There we go. Now we've got one of these lovely little things. Gonna just pop that right through here. Got it set. You can take out the tool. You can push all this nice and up. Move it with your stopper. Look at that. Now we're just gonna cut off these end tags over here. And that won't go anywhere. Nice. Now to just move this little tubey up so there's not a too big distance between your hook and this thing. You want it to be about 1 centimeter, so when the fish turns, it gets stuck into its mouth. So you've got your nice little mealie bomb. You can either do it from the start, you know, get that shape going, and then just slide the line through, which is fine, and there's no issues with that. Get it nice and center. I'd say this is the best way for beginners to do it, or you can obviously just already go with it and just belay it up there, if that makes sense. You can just take the piece and then get it on the sinker, so you can do it that way too, whatever works best for you. There we go. Say the fish does take the hook, sinker will slide up till about there. Lovely. And I like to put my hook into my mealie bomb as such. Ew. Okay, time to dip, and we're going to use Choppy Chop from Springbok Baits, which is a pineapple mix, and this thing has some proper fluoro to it, so check it out, brew. This is beautiful. You want this product. Spray that on there. Nice. And then just for those of you that are wondering the FX in it, or the fluoro, check this. Wham. Very cool. One spray, all that color. And then because we are in the river, I'm just going to put on a little bit of banana too. Okay. Also sweet, obviously fruity and sweet. On our garlic side, we'll be using Tag, which is a garlic and almond mix. Look at that. You can tap it onto the ball if you want it to obviously stick a bit more. If you want it to fall off, you can just let it slip. Also nice fluoro. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and hook it onto our mealie bomb once again. The reason I'm doing this is because we're fishing in the river. I want my mealie bomb to go down with my hook and obviously miss any structure. So there we go. First product ready to fly. Second product ready to fly. Fishing with a 10-foot rod. I actually started out using these rods back in the day, and yeah, very nice for river fishing. You can see it's a Conoflex. First rod we're going to chuck out close to that little tree over there. Not going to go too far, right out there. And now you want to be sure to always have your reel running like this. The reason for that is you don't want any strain on it. You want it to run smoothly, so you're going to want to put your reel, your bail, up like this so it can run off that, and then obviously just adjust your drag. There we go, set and ready to run. Now the herring. Dip it. The reason you dip your rod is just for a bit of a, it's basically to protect your leader, nice and smooth. And then we're also going to chuck this one but a little bit further where it goes.
We are in. And we are ready to go. Bails up. Drag nice and loose, but not too loose. This is the herring, so I wanted to take it quite hard. There we go. Get those policemen on. Do recommend using these little tubies. The reason for it is just basically because, like, if you do get some grass stuck on you, you don't need to take your policeman off. These kind of like handle it quite well. So if there's a lot of grass in the water, you use this, and yeah, it just gets the grass off, which is quite nice. And there you go, both policemen are out, rods are ready to go. Now we got to wait for a fish. You can see those bales are up, ready to run, brew. And yeah, can't wait to see what we catch here today. Stay tuned, brew, it's gonna be lekker. Okay, you can see right here I've got my 14-pound line. We're fishing in the river and we are going to target yellowfish on this rig. So yeah, you're going to take your line as such, go over, and then you've got a nice little heart or bunny ears that you bring together. Keep that in your left hand as such. Take your leader. Mine is going to be 27 pounds for today. You can see it's double X high abrasion. Take it through from the front, or from the back technically speaking, and then just pull it tight, and you'll see that there you've got that little heart going. Then what you'd like to do is take that, go 1, 2, 3 around, and again through from the front slash back. Now the most important part is to lubricate your knot, otherwise the nylon just melts and basically breaks. So let's lubricate it. I'm going to do that. Lubricated, and then you want to just pull it nice and tight towards one another. The name of this knot, I cannot remember. Okay, got your leader line going, very nice. Snip off your end tags as close to the knot as possible, and you should be more than fine. Right there, your knot, nice and small. It's going to slide through the eye of your rod quite easily. Okay, let's get the leader onto our thingy. You always want to reel the line up like that, otherwise it's going to basically what you call it, curl up. You don't want it to curl up, you don't want that. There we go. Got our leader. Bam. Let's go. Here you've got your geelvis rig. This is a normal figure 8 knot, little glysinkertjie. And yeah, nice long hook line. And somewhere a size 7 daiichi. Okay, let's get the bait on, chuck it out. Yo! That's where we want it. Yo! And we are onto a fish, brew. Think he might be around the rock. Unfortunately, there we go. Yeah, definitely around that rock there. Not a bad one. Probably a barbel. Hey, he's still there. I think the sinker. I'm going for a swim. Kan nie dink is so diep hier nie. Okay, sometimes you got to go fetch your fish. Trousers are out, so we're going for a walk. Oh, very slippery though. I can at least see the ground, which is good. Means I should be able to do this. Oh, Bit deeper there. A lot deeper here. A lot deeper. He's running, he's running, he's running, he's running. Running. Gotta get him around that rock there. Unfortunately, I can't see.
So we're onto a fish, and I'm in the middle of the river. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Looks like there's a massive rock here.
I want to go around the rock. Fish is on. We just need to get him. The line is around. Here we go. Some proper proper structure. Loads of big rocks here. Okay, Oaks. Been doing this small steps, bro. You don't want to hurt yourself unnecessarily. So, yeah. Phew. Okay. Woo. Tree. We're back up. Ooh. There we go. He got a fright. Got a very big fright there. Release. There we go. Now going with the river. The fish is pulling me. Boy. I want to lift him. Might be stuck on another rock, but I'm lifting him. There we go. There's my leader line. That makes me feel a lot better. Oh, there we go. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Fish on, bro. Thanks, y'all. Want to keep him on top of the water. You can see I like fighting my fish on the back reel. Don't want to give him unnecessary drag. Oh, he actually pulled me there. I'm swimming. I'm swimming. Oh. The rocks are not making it easy, bro. Oh, he wants to run again. At least he's helping me in some sense. Oh, we've got bubbles. Definitely a barbel. I want to get over this big rock here. There we go. It is cold, I'm not gonna lie. In the river.
Yo, GoPro getting the job done. Onto a fish in the river, bro. We went to fetch him. Let's go get him out.
Ooh. Okay. Big rocks, big trees, big everything. But we're gonna get him out. We've never shied away from the cold water. Oh, that was a tree. Fish is right at our feet. Still haven't really seen it. Looks like a barbel though, I believe. There's our trace. And yeah, almost back home, which is great. Thing about walking in a river is you never know when it might just dip and you go for a swim. Dad chilling it out. The back there. We've almost made it back home. Gonna get this off my line. Whew. On the leader knot. I don't think the fish has got a lot of fight left in him.
But nor do I, bro. That was freezing, dude. Look at this big rock here.
Oh. Nice barbel. It looks like a big boy. Ooh, yeah, it's a fatty. It's a fat one. It is a big barbel. Yo. Dad has said he's not going in the water. He's fine right where he is. And I must agree, it is a big boy. Head first, we've got him. Woo!
Like I said, I've had my fair share of hooks in my finger during the past, so we're going to use pliers.
It's a grote.
There we go. Nice barbel, bro. Get him back in the water. You. Oh. There you go. Back in the water. Woo! Okay, so what I forgot to say earlier on is, remember, in the river you want to use a bit of a heavier weight. The shaft line is 27 pounds, and then your hook line is 10 pounds with a nice little size 5 daiichi dangling right here. And then the daiichi you can tie on the hook, basically. You could tie on either with a polar bar knot or a knotless knot. This rig here was a knotless knot, so yeah.
Ladies and gents, it took hours, bro, but we are finally onto a fish in the river on springbok baits. Yo! Doesn't feel like a too bad fish either. There we go, bro. On the springbok baits. Oh, lovely, man. Let's go. Graskarp. Ja, groot graskarp. Okay, nice graskarp. Ja, kan hè. Ek kan nie terug gaan nie met die klippe nie, maar ja. Okay, nice grassy. On the, oh yeah, I did go with the garlic, vampire floaty and garlic mealies, and we got a grassy, bro. Let's just go put him on the landing mat right there in his mouth. Close the eyes. That's a bietjie van 'n mutated ouetjie.
Ja. Dis net die een kant.
Here we go. Nice little grassy brew. Lucky, ladies and gents, so there you have it. A nice little grass carp on the vampire garlic white springbok baits floaty. Let me just get that bad boy out here. There we go. Vampire white garlic springbok baits. Got the job done here today, and yeah, very slow day, but we made it happen. Yo! A runner, we have a track star. As we're packing up, Dad hooked onto a proper fish on the herring. It just went screaming. The man is not blanking today. We legit packing up. This is crazy. Yee, Poppy. Well done. That was how it went. Dad is onto a bigger fish here, and had to grab the big net. The fish is quite close to the side now, and just look at this view. It is amazing.
Can't wait to see what the fish looks like. You can see Dad's already packed up one of his rods, and as he was about to take out the other one, it just went.
Here we go. Fish is close to the side again. Had another little run. Dad is chuffed. And oh my, it is quite a big carp. It is a monster.
Let's go. We're gonna weigh this one for sure. Only took about I don't know. I think we were here. Okay, so probably about 2.5 to 3 hours.
That's how long this boykie took to take off. So yeah, stoked to be out here. And this just shows you, leave your baits in, guys. If you know the fish are slow and you know like there's nothing wrong with the bait and it's out, it still comes out as is when you reel it out after an hour, leave it in a bit longer. Even after 2 hours. The floaty normally stays in the water for about 2 hours. A millipit or a millipip you can leave for like 3+, so don't even worry about it. Chuck it out, let it go. Although this is a tiger nut and this thing does not come off from what we've seen. I've moved to the water, Dad having fun, and the fish right here, bro.
There we go. She's in the net. Nice carp. Let's go. Beautiful.
Would you look at that? Dad with a fat one. Dad with a beautiful fish. Look at that nice river carp, bro. Woo! Let's quickly weigh him.
Jongens, een zwaartje.
8.110. Big fish. Those pre-spawning fish are just amazing to catch, bro. Woo.
Okay.
8.110. Okay, here we go. Zit ons sommer net hier, is diep genoeg. There we go. Dad with the release. Woo.
Lekker mochie.
Ja.
Mooi.
Yeah. Beautiful fish. Woo! Hey. Wat een poppy.
That's what we came for.
Bam. Nice, Dad.